Welcome to Guns and Buns this week. As always, we're going to get focused on our legs and arms for today's workout, and then we'll follow it straight with the ab attack if you want to stick around for that. But first, a warm up. So get down on all fours, tabletop position. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, round the spine. A couple cycles here of spinal flexion and extension. Try to go another inch each time. Last one. All right, come to neutral. Reach your right leg back, left arm forward. Find your balance. Place everything back down. Other side. Opposite arm and leg lifts. Holding for a second and switching. Also known as bird dog. When you reach forward, make sure your thumbs point to the ceiling. One more each side. All right, shift your weight out over your hands. Make sure your chest is on top of your hands. Option to lift the knees if you want. Bring your right hand to left shoulder. Place it back down. Left hand to right shoulder. So shoulder taps, trying your hardest to keep your core as sturdy as possible. Just giving a quick tap and placing it back down. Not rushing through it, staying really controlled. One more. All right, flip it onto your backs. Heels down, toes up. Drive your heels into the ground so it lifts your hips. Bring your arms up to your shoulder height. Keep your hips lifted. And then maybe bring the hands up to the ground in front of you, or behind you, sorry. Lift back up over shoulders and then down to the ground by your feet. So just doing these arm raises in a glute bridge position, warming up into the lats, working into the shoulders. Make sure palms face each other the whole time you do this. Just working a little bit of shoulder mobility. One more. All right, drop your hips. You can hug your knees into your chest. Maybe rock side to side a little bit. And then forwards and backwards, rolling to either side of the spine, gaining momentum so you can come right up to stand. Once you're there, right heel to right glute, reach your left arm high and switch other side. Oof, working in to the front of the legs. Keep going, alternating side to side. Just get my camera set here. Working through the front of the legs. All right, now knee hugs. Working into the hips a little more. And activating the arms, because we want to be squeezed. We don't want to force our leg past its range of motion, but we do want to activate the arms a little bit. One more. All right, arms out, palms up, small arm circles forward. Make them a little bigger. And really big. Now reverse your direction. Really big backwards. A little smaller. And nice, tight, and controlled. All right, last but not least, plant your feet, rotate side to side, keeping your hips pointing forward. Rotating around your spine. Using a little momentum here, but nothing crazy, right? So activating the obliques. And then side to side. Leaning, not twisting. All right, here we go. As per usual, we're going to superset. So we've got an exercise for legs and an exercise for arms. We'll go through each exercise. We've got 3 supersets today. So take it down to the ground, all fours position, tabletop, right where we started. The first exercise we have, if you want to watch me first, we're going to be in tabletop and we have glute lifts. So in tabletop position, make sure your knees are bent at 90 degrees, tuck your toes under. Right leg will go back and the right quad is going to stay parallel to the ground. Right heel is going to press up towards the ceiling like there was a door right above you, okay? So your nice right angle in your knee, lower your right knee to the ground, keep your right angle, and then lift it back up, right to where it was, no higher than your hip, okay? So here we go. Find your tabletop position, right angles in both knees, flex your toes towards the ground. Now lift your right knee so it's in line with your hip, and then lower it back down. Keep the angle in your knee the whole time. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Keep going. Here's 5. Lower, lift, 6. Lower, lift, 7. lower, lift 8, lower, lift 9, lower, lift 10, and lower. Right into the other side. So left leg now. Flex those toes down. Lift your left knee so it's in line with your left hip, and lower down. Here's 2, down, 3. Keep everything else sturdy. 4, angle in the knee stays the same. 5, really squeeze your glutes. 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. All right. If you got weights nearby, you're gonna want them now. So maybe some heavier weights. If you have a large selection at home, that's awesome. We're gonna put the weights right underneath our shoulders, and I like mine angled in just a little bit. It seems more natural. We're gonna be in push-up position. What we're gonna do for our arms here, it's gonna be a burner. We've got hands on weights, leaning out over our hands, doing a push-up, and then we got right side row, then a left side row, and then back into our push-up. We've got 5 reps, but it's gonna feel more like 10. So get your hands set right underneath your shoulders, weight over your hands. Here we go, starting with a push-up in 3, 2, 1, lower, and press up, then row one side, row the other side. We're going really slow, lower, press up, row, row, lower, press up, row, row. There's 3, 2 more, lower, press up, row, row, and again, lower, press up, last one, row, and row. So first round, we're always kind of getting the feel for it. Just like in our warm-ups, when we lift one arm up, we want to avoid the torso rotating at all. Try to your hardest in that plank position. When we lift an arm or lift a leg, the shoulders, hips stays exactly the same. Okay, so we're going to really ignite the core and make sure the mechanics in our arm or leg are functioning properly. So back to the leg position, all fours. You can keep your weights under you for ease, convenience. Starting with the right leg, right angle, lift it up to hip height and lower. Up, 2, down, 3, down, 4, 5, breathe, 6, focus on your right glute, 7, 8, heel points up to the sky, 9, last one, 10. All right, other side, get set. Here we go, lift it up, lower, 2, 3, hips and shoulders stay square, 4, 5, no higher than hip height, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Back to our push-up rows. Your weights are already underneath you. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Lower, press up, row, keep it square, row. Lower, press up, keep it square. Here's 3, and press, stay square, as best you can. Here's 4, press up. We're almost there, last one, lower, press up, row, and row. All right, that's set number 2. We have one more set. Come back to your tabletop position. Weights can stay where they are. Knees right underneath hips. Right angles in both knees. Flex your toes down. Right side, here we go. Lift it up. Lower it down. Really squeeze your right glute. 3, notice nothing changes besides my hip. It's the only thing. 4, 5, 6, 7, keep your core up, 8, 9, one more, 10. All right, left side now. Shift your weight, get set, and here we go. Lift it up. 1, down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, core in, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10. All right, last round of push-up rows. Get those weights set, get your weight forward, lower to a push-up in 3, 2, 1, lower. Press up, row, row. You got 5 push-ups, make them good. And up, row, row. Lower and press. Stay strong. Here's 4. Press up. Row, row. Last one. Press up. Row and row. All right, you can come all the way to standing now. Shake out your shoulders. They'll get a little break, of course. We've got new exercises for our second superset. This round, we're going to do curtsy squats slash lunges. So, one foot will be forward, one foot will be back. Now, the more you crisscross your feet, the harder it's going to be on your hips and your range of motion. So if lunges are already a bit of a challenge for you, I suggest doing regular lunges. Don't try to do the curtsy squat, okay? It's just going to feel all sorts of wonky on a lot of places that we don't need that. So if you're able to either go right in line or just a little bit, that's cool. Again, square up the hips. We want a big stretch in our hip here, all right? And then from there, we bend both knees into a squat. You may not go this far down, okay? Maybe more shallow, that's fine. And pressing it back up. Now, we'll do 10 on one side, 10 on the other side. Here's the bugger. Option, actually no, just kidding, it's not an option. We have to do it. We have to grab our weights. As long as you want the arm workout with it. So, stagger your stance or straight back, your choice. Sink into your lunge, whether you're curtsy or straight. And then when you stand up, give me a bicep curl, okay? All right, here we go. We got 10 reps. On the right leg. 3, 2, 1. Sink it down, press up and curl. Sink it down, press up and curl. Down, up and curl. There's 3. Here's 4. Really press through that front leg. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. 10. All right. Switch, other side. Arms are going to burn. That's what we love. And 3. Find your relatively same stance. In 3, 2, 1. Sink it down, curl it up. Sink it down, curl it up. Here's 3. Up, press through the front leg. Here's 4. Keep hips square. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. 10. Oof. All right. Set your weights down. Shake it out a little bit. We're going to superset this with some glute bridges. Really tapping into the glutes today, the buns portion. So take it down to the ground. Heels down, toes up, just like warm up. Bring your heels in close. Find your core here. Now lift your hips. We're going to do glute bridge marching. No wobbling in the hips. Lift one foot just slightly. Maybe 2 inches, 3 inches, 6 inches. Lower it down. And the other. Lower it down. Here's 3. Lower. 4. Lower. 5. Lower. 6. 7. Really drive your heels into the ground. 8. 9. One more. 10. All right. That's just really to give your arms a break. You'll want it because now we're going right back into our curtsy squats. I don't know about you, but my guns are feeling it as well. So curtsy squat or lunge. Find your stance, find your weight, chest up tall. Here we go. Sink it and curl. Sink, press, and curl. All right, here's 3. Be sure to come all the way down with your arms. 4, 5, press through your front foot. 6, 7, keep your hips square. 8, 9, one more. 10, all right, other side, arms are burning. We love it. 3, 2, 1, sink it down, curl it up. 1, 2, breathe. 3, 4, keep it square. 5, we're almost there. 6, 7, 8, 9, one more. 10. Woof. All right, weights down. Take it down to the ground. Glute bridge marching. 10 reps total. Really hug the core in tight. No arch in the back. Keep it neutral. Drive your heels down. Lift your hips. Here we go. Lift one leg and lower. Lift 2. Lower. 3. Press through your heels. 4. Strong legs. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. All right, set your hips down, stand it back up. We got one more round. So do what you have to do, shake it out. Maybe switch out your weights if you have that option. If not, you can see this as a challenge to really push through one more, or to make that decision, say, hey, had enough on the arms, don't need to push it too hard. Maybe you don't use weights for this round and you just focus on your lunge. Maybe your hips or your knees aren't feeling really all the best right now. Maybe you take out the lunge and just work on the curls, okay? So make this your own and choose what's right for your body, okay? I can't make that decision for you. You are responsible. So either grab your weights or don't. Either get your feet set for curtsy lunges or don't. Okay, find what's right for you. I'm gonna start it in 3, 2, 1. Wherever you are, whatever this looks like for you, you've got 10 reps. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10. I'm switching legs, maybe you are too. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Sink and curl. Curl. Here's 3, 4, strong and steady. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more wherever you are, 10. All right, set those weights down. Man, that'll feel good. Take it down to the ground. Last round of glute bridge marching. So get your feet set. Remember, drag your heels down. That will cause the equal and opposite reaction. Hips will lift and your glutes and hamstrings will engage more the harder you press your heels into the ground. Trust me. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Lift the hips. Drag your heels down. Here we go. Lift one leg and down. 2, down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10, and down. All right, last round of exercises. You're gonna want a lighter weight or no weight, okay? I don't know what kind of weight you're working with at home. I know that my 10-pound dumbbells are gonna be too heavy for me for this, to do it properly. So I have a resistance band. I've also done this with no weight at all, and trust me, I feel it. So couple options here. You can be in a kneeling lunge. with your right foot forward to start. Or you can be in a standing lunge. That's just gonna put more work on your legs. You can decide if you want that more work or if you're ready to take it down maybe a step. With your weight or with your hand, maybe you have a band that you're working with like me. I want you to, your palm to face forward. Okay, so palm faces away from you, thumb is pointing towards the right. So weight or band, we're working the right arm now. So find either your lunge or your standing lunge, kneeling lunge or standing lunge. Point that thumb up and we're pulling out. So this is the move, but I'm just bending over so that I work against gravity, but it still stays in line with my shoulder the whole time. All right. So get there, get set. We've got 10 really controlled reps, and they're kind of more like pulses. So we won't come all the way down, we'll come like halfway down, halfway up. Let's give it a whirl in 3, 2, 1. Bring it up, come about halfway down, pull back up. And 2, lower, up 3, lower, up 4. Remember, palm is forward. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10. All right. Notice how that feels pretty deep. It's like right inside your shoulder blade. And you're like, whew, those are like, you know, posture muscles. Exactly. That's exactly what we're going for. We're going for the muscles back here. They're called your rhomboids. You can Google it later if you want. All right. Other side, same thing. Left foot forward, whether you're on your knee or on your feet. Left palm points forward, left thumbs point towards the left. Bend over, find parallel. Here we go. Bring it up, lower halfway. Up 2, lower. Keep hips and shoulders square. Lower, 4, lower, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Woo. How about you? I feel that muscle doesn't get worked all that often, okay? Because it's a smaller muscle, but it's powerful. So that's why we're using lighter weight, so we make sure we can do it right. If we use weights that are too big, our big muscles that already get so much work are just gonna get worked more. We don't need to do that. Time to hone in, time to get particular. Let's focus. Let's get it. All right, right, back to the right arm. In 3, 2, 1, lift it up, lower about halfway. Here's 2, 3, 4, 5, keep it small, controlled. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, other side. Now that we know what we're doing, we can go a little quicker. It's not a big, intense move, but it is technical. All right, so really focus on your form. Left foot forward, weight in the left hand. Here we go. Pull it up. Now lower halfway. Here's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. All right, last round, bust round. We got just enough time. So really, even as you're getting fatigued, that's when it gets that much more important to really, maybe you take out your weight this time, okay? You can tell like, ooh, you know, the front of my shoulder is starting to really feel it, or I'm feeling it in my lower back. Make that call for yourself. Take your intensity down a little bit and do it right. All right, right foot forward, right palm faces forward. In 3, 2, 1, pull up, lower halfway. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. All right, other side, last round. Left foot forward, weight in the left hand. Make that call for yourself in 3, 2, 1. Lift it up. Lower halfway. Here's 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew. All right, stand on up. You can set your weights and props to the side. Time to cool down a little bit. Interlace your hands in front of you. Palms face away. Press out. Feel your shoulder blades separate. Feel all those muscles we just worked. Just opening up between your shoulder blades. Like, oh yeah, that's where it was. And then lift your arms up high, overhead. Separate your elbows, bring your elbows back down and around. Doing all that again. Interlace in front. Press, maybe drop your head. Reach up nice and tall. Back down and around. All right, go ahead and fold over your legs. You can slightly bend your knees. Work into the backs of the legs. This is definitely more of a hamstring stretch. We did a lot of glutes today. But you might feel this a little bit in your glutes as well, maybe the lower back. All so good. All right, come on up nice and slow. When you're there, take your right ankle, cross it over your left leg, making a figure 4, and sink your hips back, okay? So your left knee really doesn't have to bend too much, but your hips need to go back. If you're like me, you have a nice chair or couch nearby, boom, take it. Have a seat. Enjoy the stretch in your glute. So we're working to gently press the right knee away from you. Bending into the left knee, maybe leaning over slightly over that right leg. Ooh, this is always super tight for me. Not very flexible here. That's okay. That's why we do it. All right, switch sides. Left ankle crosses over right leg. Make your 4, then sink your hips back. Maybe press your left knee away from you. Maybe take a seat. Maybe the rest of the day, rest of your work day, this is how you work. That'd be so good for your hips. I should do that. Breathe into this stretch. All right, last but not least, stand on up. Take your right fingertips, point them, turn your palm up to face the sky, and then pull your right fingertips away from you. Stretching out your forearm, maybe the front of the bicep as well. Take a moment here, then flip your palm back down, and same thing. Stretching out the forearm just with the fingers tucked beneath you. We did a lot of those bicep curls today. We're really gripping a lot, so that can get your fingers, your forearms really sore. Let's switch to the other side. And then point it down. Good work today, everyone. Thanks for joining me for Guns and Buns. It's a pleasure to have you.